Well, hello there. How y'all doing?
Ooh.
Did you hear the bell? Welcome to Southern Sunday Luncheon. Today's not your typical Southern Sunday Luncheon. We're going to have nachos. Mama don't know if she's going to have barbecue chicken nachos or just lemon pepper chicken nachos. What do you decide, Mama?
I think lemon pepper chicken.
Lemon pepper chicken nachos. Quick and easy. I've been wanting it. Mama said the other day, we need to go to Mexican. I said, we'll do Mexican here today. We'll still go to Mexican. We'll do it here today. Here is my little chopper. And I'm going to make some homemade salsa again. This is not, I don't have everything, I don't think. I may stray from the original.
You need these rinse, don't you?
Yeah, and here it is, if you don't care.
These rinse too.
Yeah, those are black olives. So I'm going to make up a big old batch. I'm going to read you my salsa recipe. I just done it a week or so ago. It says 1 1/4 pounds of ripe Roma tomatoes, about 5 or 6. I'm using 3 cans and some mince or some diced today. A can of petite diced tomatoes. I'm going to use a half a can if they're still good. If those, then I'll get me a fresh one. 2 green onions, 1/3 cup of chopped red onions, 1 jalapeno pepper, 1/2 cup of fresh cilantro. Fresh, not dried. Oh, that's wrong, but it's fresh. 1 large clove of garlic, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 of a teaspoon of sugar, salt and pepper to the taste, Southern Secret, 1/4 teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon lime pepper from y'all's. I'm going to use most all that, but I am going to use a little extra tomatoes, so I'm making a bigger batch. You know that we made that night. It got pretty much what gone that night the next day, because I was wanting it, and it was so good. So this is stewed tomatoes going right into the pot. I did go ahead and open all these up so y'all wouldn't have to sit through that. These are whole tomatoes. I like to use whole tomatoes for salsa. Why? Because it's a better quality of tomato. I do have some diced tomatoes here in this little cup. Give them the old smell test. They smell good. Give them the old taste test. They taste good. They pass. This is probably a half a can I used for something else the other day. Oh, John, you are so messy. And here I am. I think there's an apron right here behind me. Laid it on here to get it out. Because I said, you're going to be dealing with tomatoes. Get your apron out, John. Do you think he listens? He not listening to nothing. Does he, Mama?
No.
No, he don't. Now he's got tomatoes on his shirt. It's not the end of the world. We'll keep repeating that throughout this video. I'm just gonna give these tomatoes here a good chopping. I've got more to come, but I'm gonna give these a good chopping. Now remember, I'm not trying to make tomato juice. I'm only making salsa right quick. And I'm making salsa for the chicken nachos, in case you're wondering. He said chicken nachos. He didn't say salsa on that thing. I want some fresh salsa for my chicken nachos. Doing it all at the same time, folks. This will be perfect salsa right here. Look at there, look at there. Into my bowl, it all goes. Into the bowl, it all goes. Salsa's not the cleanest meal you'll ever make, but it sure is worth it. I love to grab a jar of salsa at the store and come home and eat it, just like everybody else, and I won't tell you not to do that because it's wonderful. But I do love to make my own homemade too, because it's even better. So we're going to put one more. I'm making a big batch. I want this batch to last 3 days. The reason I mix those and then I do another one is because I've got a lot of other stuff I'm going to add in here to this little batch. This is a jar of tomato paste, and it's not in the original menu recipe. This is not in there, folks. So you're going, John, I just thought, I'm going to try that this time because I put tomato paste in a lot of stuff. And all it does is gives it a richness. So it's just optional. I guess the recipe should say just get you some tomatoes of whatever variety you want. Paste, chopped, diced, anyway. Get you some tomatoes and you need a good quart or more. Now that's my tomato paste. I did a whole little can. And that's perfectly good. Now, let me get my measurers out because I'm going to measure a dab today. Because you all know there's some of these spices that are pretty dominant. Chili powder is a half a teaspoon. Right here, half a teaspoon of chili powder. Now, here's the thing about my recipe today. This is for less tomatoes, so I'm gonna use healthy. Healthy. And when I say healthy, this means more. So this is a healthy half a teaspoon. See what I mean? I'm not gonna level it. Because I'm using more tomato, I'm gonna use just a touch more spices. So I'm gonna call it a healthy spoonful. Sometimes I call it a level or a scant spoonful. Meaning, I'm going to measure it to the note. I'm not going to vary. So this is a healthy half a teaspoon of chili powder because I put an extra can of tomatoes in here. A fourth of a teaspoon ground cumin. I'm going to go that to the letter because cumin is one of those things that it'll take your whole dish if you let it. This is just cumin. And I'm going to go to the letter on it because it's a powerful spice. I like it. Let me say this. I don't like the flavor of it a great deal. But I find if I don't put it in stuff, I miss it. Like there's something missing. And it's the cumin. So I'm going by the letter on it. Okay? Are y'all following so far? I hope so, because sometimes I can't follow me. I know y'all have a hard time. I apologize. A half a teaspoon of sugar. This just neutralizes some of those acids in the tomatoes, and we got quite a bit in there. So I'm going to use a healthy half a teaspoon of sugar. You don't have to put that in there. Leave it out if you don't want to. Salt and pepper to taste. And I'll go ahead and put it in here too. I'm just going to go around the whole thing and do all the cover, all the top. I love black pepper, so we're going to put a dash more of it in here. This is basically all the heat it's going to get. I'm not going to put the jalapenos. Mama don't like the jalapenos. You know, we modify for Mama because she's not a jalapeno gal. I don't like the hot stuff. And this is the Y'all Southern Secret, and it is a fourth of a teaspoon as well. I'm going to go ahead and use this half because we both like this, and I've got a little bit more. I'm going to do a good healthy half.
You'll open these 3 fried beans off.
We got some pintos if you want to
I'm
refry.
going to use those for chili.
Ah! Oh, you all heard it. She committed. Get over here, Mama. Tell them again.
I said I'm going to use those in some chili.
Chili! You going to make some chili?
Not today, no.
I thought we was going to make some today. I really did.
No.
And this morning I said, Mama, we making chili? She goes, no, I don't think so for today. So we went to church. We had a great service. We had a great baptism. We had 3 people baptized. And we come home a little late, but that was great. And Mama said, I've got that cooked chicken. What can you do with it? And I said, I'd like to have some chicken nachos. And she said, I was thinking the same thing, or barbecue chicken. I said, you can have both, Mama, and you can have barbecue chicken
I'm going to
nachos.
fix this back of this rice and one of those refried beans to eat.
Look at her.
A whole meal.
Look at her. Did I just open that or not? I've sat here and top twisted it. Well, sure you did, John.
Thank you.
These are those
Those.
refried beans. Like
And here's your olives and your...
L.A.
That's so
for freebie.
I think.
Save a lot, Brent. And here she's got my black olives and my black beans washed and rinsed and drained. Back over here to the lime pepper. I'm not going to measure the lime pepper. I'm just going to give it a good healthy. I'm just throwing stuff. Give it a good healthy lime pepper shake. And I'm just going to do like I said before, I'm just going to cover good on top. This lime pepper can't be beat. It's pepper and lime. I'm going to say I put a good half a teaspoon in there. This is dried cilantro. So let's go back up here to the top and find that. It was a half a cup of fresh cilantro. If I had fresh, I'd use it, but I don't. So for a half a cup, I'm going to do a half a tablespoon. And I'll probably do a whole tablespoon. I think that's what I did before, wasn't it? Did I write that on here? Half a cup of fresh, a whole tablespoon of dried. That's what it says. Okay. That's the cilantro. Jalapeno pepper we're skipping. Okay, I think I'm done. Except for lime juice. And it says 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And I'll tell you, I've been using this lime juice and it empty for a month now, however long I've been making. And every time I go back, there's another drop or two. I think it's it today, though. I've told Alexa over there to get me some more. So she'll remind me. I'll pick up another. I don't use that in the lemon. I use this in the lemon. So I'm going to substitute that lime extra for this lemon extra. And I'm using a clove of garlic. This on here says a whole clove, 1 large clove of garlic. And we all know that for a clove of garlic, and if you don't know, it tells you on here that a teaspoon, half a teaspoon equals approximately 1 clove of garlic. So this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. So that'll be 1. 2 of those will be a half. And this is just minced garlic. Now, I'm also going to add these sweet peppers. These are the sweet tricolored peppers. I like them. Do you like them? About everybody I know likes them. Seems like most of you do. Well, Lord, it's just it's jumpy today. Watch it. Okay, now I've got my onion here. This is a yellow onion. Boy, you can tell. And this is a Texas sweet. You can tell it too. I'm about out of these. It's a sad day, but you know, it's the season coming up, and I'm going to try to just be hopeful that the stores will get them in soon. Some of y'all sent these to us because if we hadn't have, I wouldn't have had none for a while now. This is just a couple of good slices of it, but you need some good onion in there. Now I'm going to give this a pull because I may be getting it too full. Y'all know I do that sometimes. Mom will say, you try to do the whole thing in 1 bucket. She ain't lying. Do you have to use 3 different kinds of onions, John? No. But if that's what you got, and that's what you need, then I say, yeah, you do, because that's what you got. This is yellow. And this is red. Purple. Whatever color you call it. I call it purple usually. Because to me, it's a pretty purple onion. Mama, what would you call that? When I was learning, when you was teaching me my colors before, when I was 3, you told me that was purple.
That's purple.
I'll take your word over the general populace. It says it's red.
I never have called them red or purple.
Purple onions. Delicious purple onions. See how
You
easy
left
that
the
was?
spot up cube.
A cube. That's what I say. Where did I leave the spot, Mom? Yeah, I probably got this too full for sure now.
It looks that way.
Mama says, yeah, you probably have, because you do that. I do, don't I, Mama?
Okay.
I wonder what makes me that way.
pushing it.
Wonder what makes me I can't be told nothing.
I don't know. You must take that after your daddy.
My poor old daddy. He ain't here to defend himself, but
When you make mistakes and do stuff, not always doing that.
that was his what?
His son, his boy.
Yep. This is something new too. I haven't tried, but I just ordered these the other day, and this is fennel seeds. Fennel seeds. So let's try some fennel seeds. I remember, Mama. It's a licorice taste. Mama had, Mama was it Kraft or?
I think so.
Kraft pizza kits, and they had these seeds that we sprinkled on our pizza that was striped like this. And I've tried to think, is this possibly what it was? Because I don't remember. Did I put chili powder in? I did, didn't I, kids? Okay. And I'm going to put a little onion powder. I got that out extra too.
Gosh, onion powder and all those onions. What
No judgment here. This is a no judgment zone.
What are you going to do with those green onions I went and gathered for you?
I won't put them in there. I'm not putting them in here. Now look at this good and chopped up. I'm not over chopping. I hear you. I may be. One more. Let's see it. I'm addicted to chopping. Sometimes it gets ridiculous.
You threw with the lemon?
I think so, Mama. Unless you need to add a little bit more here in a minute.
No,
I see the wonderful color of that richness. Ugh. I'm gonna rinse it off in this tomatoes because I want all that goodness. Don't touch the sharp parts, Mom. Now, Ian, this is tons of. That smells so good. This is the tons of flavor in here because that's where I put all my ingredients. This is just tomatoes. But here we go with the flavor combo. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all, come on down here with us. Have you a seat right there. Now, I'm going to try to do this awkwardly so you can see it. Okay? Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. This is tons and tons of flavor. A lot of y'all have already bought the Micro Pro Grill because it's on sale this month while supplies last. It's at $2.19. It's a great deal. I've put several posts on there because, and it's the reason is so many of you have asked for it throughout and it's so high the rest of the time, but right now it's a pretty good deal. I know it's still high. Don't save your time saying, John, it's not cheap now. I know it. But when you buy the Micro Pro Grill, you are buying time. And I know that sounds like a sales pitch, but I don't mean it to. I'm serious when I say it. We save so much time with the Micro Pro Grill.
Yeah,
A meatloaf in 20 minutes versus an iron 20 minutes. Hamburgers in 8 minutes. Pork chops in 9 or 10 minutes, depending on, steaks. It's just wonderful for stuff like that. And you can save tons of time. And I just wanted to share it with y'all. Don't this beat that little bowl of salsa you get when you go to the restaurant and they say, here's just some chopped chips and salsa. And I go, yeah, and I'm going to need another salsa real quick, Clark. This is another thing, this chopper. You see how easy it saved me all that chop time?
You threw with the chopper?
Yeah, I think so, Mama. It saved me all that chop time. And there's a huge, wonderful bowl of salsa. Boy, that sure is a lot of salsa for you and Mama. It is. I admit it. But look at this. These are my Mama's green onions. And folks, some of these, Mama, are these some you planted?
It's not the red plants. It's the sweet plants that she bought.
Oh, the sweet onion plants?
Yeah.
See, here's what happened. I'm going to say it like I meant to, and it was calculated, and I thought, boy, what a good job. You know, I did think that. I was at our local Tractor Supply, and outside they had a huge, big display of these onion sets, but they were plants. And I thought, my mama will be so, and it was early on, wasn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
And I thought, my mama would love to have some early onions, so I'm just going to buy her a couple big old packs of these. So they had them in bunches. So I bought her 2 big old bunches, didn't I, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
And I came home proud as a peacock, just a chicken, just like I was bringing a fresh colored sheet to hang on the refrigerator. And I said, Mom, I found onion sets already, and they are so pretty looking. And I said, come in here, you can look at them. Well, she came in and she says, well, honey, those ain't sets, those are plants. I said, oh, okay, I found onion plants. And she said, those ain't regular onions, those are sweet onions. And I said, oh, well, I guess I got you the wrong thing. She said, no, they'll be good, we'll plant them and see. I ain't never planted those kind, but we'll see. So, actually, we've liked them, haven't we, Mama?
Yeah.
And they grew up, these big, beautiful onions, and they're sweet. So, next time, I will be proud to find them, and I will bring some more home when I'm at the Tractor Supply, because these are delicious. Now, I didn't put these through the chopper, not because the chopper can't handle it, but because I just wanted them to be a little bigger and to be sort of a garnish. And just to look pretty in there with some beautiful green. This will take the place of my fresh cilantro, because my dried cilantro ain't too pretty. Fresh cilantro is beautiful. Now, there is a gene in us that likes cilantro or doesn't like cilantro. My friend was telling me about it. I'm one of those that likes it. I don't just love it, but it don't taste like soapy water to me. But now some people, they really don't like it. They can't eat it. It's sickening to them. And it's supposed to be a gene that we're born with. And so I guess I was born with that gene to like it, because I don't eat cilantro. I know people that won't touch it under no circumstances. And that's why, because it tastes really bad to them. Isn't it funny, our perception of stuff and how our genetic makeup is? Look at these beautiful, and let's brag on my onions a while. Mama grew these, but I brought the plants home. It's onions, and I helped. You know, and some of y'all are going to say, John, that's the reason you're not in interior design, because you don't know what you're talking about. But this right here, to me, would be beautiful in a glass on a table as a centerpiece. That is beautiful. Beautiful green onions. I love them. Absolutely love them. It'd make me happy. Now down here I got a little lettuce, and I'm going to chop it up and going to add that to my nachos. Lettuce is really kind of like a chicken salad, nacho salad.
Just talk about that. That's the way Mommy took the onions.
What?
Green onions. She'd fix them and put them in a big
Mama,
glass
you
of
see a
water.
little woman in there, no you don't. Look how pretty my mama is.
Oh,
And should use as a centerpiece.
not necessarily centerpiece, but that's how she
Served them.
served them on the table.
See, I knew it was hereditary. I knew there was some good taste in that idea.
Yeah.
Now, see, to me, that's beautiful. I'd rather have that as roses. I'd rather have green onions as roses. If you're just going to buy me something and you said, I wonder if you'd like a dozen green onions or if you'd like a dozen roses, go ahead and get the onions.
But she would cut them and fix them up, put them in a glass of cold water. And
Oh, Mama used to.
serve them.
And Mama, you don't do this no more. Used to in the summer, about every night, there was a bowl of ice water with cucumbers
And salt.
and salt. You don't do that anymore.
No.
I'd like to file a petition.
File it.
What is it when people get divorced or something, they say, you got me accustomed to a lifestyle and now you have, I'm not, whatever. I want some cucumbers and ice water.
Well, when they come in.
We used to do that, literally, every 2 or 3 times a week, wasn't it? It
And I
was
took several to that one.
just about every night. And I remember being a kid, and I loved them then. I love them now. I absolutely love them. Dad liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing. I remember this as a child. When Mama fixed cucumbers, she would slice me some round, like little coins. When she fixed them for Daddy, she'd do them in spears. How come that was?
That's what he liked.
That's how he liked them. Ain't it funny what you remember as a child? I think it is. But I remember I got a bowl of sliced ones. He got long spears. Did he always like them that way better?
Yeah, I think so. That's the way he always wanted to fix.
And Mama was aiming to please. I jokingly tell Mama about 15 times a week, every time she cooks, or like if she gets up and fixes breakfast or makes me coffee. Mama used to never did make me coffee. She said, I don't know how to make coffee. Well, now she does. She loves the perk coffee. Now she's drinking it more. But if she makes coffee or she makes breakfast, I'll say, this is the best bread and breakfast I ever stayed in. And this is because Mama aims to please. But she's always been that way. She's always aimed to please, haven't you, Mama?
I try to.
And that's part of her jackrabbit syndrome, where she thinks she has to jump up and down all the time. Mama, let's talk about this outfit.
This outfit, this thing.
It's black and it's got white chains on it.
Changed it.
It's pretty.
Fine. You gonna use those other green onions?
No, I think I got plenty on here.
Okay.
I think.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna put them on my nachos. I ain't gonna put them in it. Because Mama don't like black olives, do you?
No,
Okay.
I don't like all that's pure.
Don't like them, period.
None of them.
None of them. Well, then that's enough. I'll save those for another day. Black beans, same way. I'm just gonna put them on my nachos. Do they drain off much? Not much.
I shook them good and drained them off of that.
There's just a drop or 10 out, and I think they're pretty good now. A little wet, but nothing bad. So there's our fixins for our nachos. Mama, you got tortillas out. Are you gonna do it?
Is that what you wanted
No, I'm gonna do corn nachos. I want to,
for the
like I
chicken?
order at the restaurant.
The chicken?
Yes, ma'am. You want a quesadilla?
No. Let's see.
We're winging it today, folks. You ever wing it for lunch?
Can I read it?
And here's the salsa. Look at that. Now I'll dip that out. I will stir that around a little bit when I start dipping in it.
Is this what you want?
But it makes it pretty. Yes, ma'am. It makes it pretty. This is a simple, quick. And y'all saw how simple that salsa is. I've not tasted the salsa. Did I taste the salsa? Did y'all see me? You gonna do not? What are you doing, Mama?
I really don't know.
You really don't know? You want to do a flour
I'm
chips?
gonna do a flour one with my chicken.
Okay. So now you're gonna get a little variety. You're gonna see variety today. I'm doing just the original Tostitos, original restaurant style Tostitos. Mama's gonna do a floured tortilla, and this is what we use. You want the tomato basil, or do you want this one? Both of them's laying here. You gonna put this in the microwave a second?
No.
It's
That's
soft.
that big one, ain't it?
Yeah. What do you want?
This one.
I knew what she wanted, but I was gonna let her choose, and then she chose, and then
And
she chose. She re-chose.
I don't want that big one.
I knew she wouldn't.
You don't want this one.
I buy these right here for her because this is her brand, and this is what she likes. And this is Extreme Wellness, high fiber tomato basil carb lean. And I get these at the Food City. These are the same thing, they're just the plain flour tortillas, and they are from the Food City. So that's what we do with those. You don't want yours cooked or anything? She's got rice,
No.
refried beans, black beans, this wonderful salsa, and chicken. Let's taste this salsa. Is that what we was doing? I've not tasted with this, have I? I ain't tasted of it. Somebody tell me. I don't think it is. I'm gonna dip it. I'm gonna do the air gap anyway. This is what Mama wants you to do, even with the clean spoon. She don't really want you to even dip a clean spoon in there. Now to me, I do. The first time only. Let's try this. It's good salsa, folks. I didn't mess it up by straying. The tomato paste, I really don't taste any difference. It may be richer, but tomatoes are always rich, so you can omit that one. I just added that in to see if it made a difference. It didn't seem to. I don't taste the fennel either, but I believe it adds a little something to it. It's good. It's real good. It could use a little bit more salt. You gotta put mine in the microwave when your rice comes out. Just the chips for just a second to warm them. And then we'll need cheese, Mama, whatever cheese you want. Coffee today. 4 cheese will be fine, or that mozzarella's in there.
Mexican style 4 cheese.
Mexican style 4 cheese, which has got Monterey Jack, Sandra, queso, cheese, and finally shredded cheddar. Deliciousness. Freshly grated right out of this bag. Freshly grated right out of this bag. The chicken's good and hot. Mom, I'm going to put your chicken on here and put your cheese on. Okay?
Yeah, just a little chicken.
Just a little protein. Don't overdo it on the protein, John.
Ooh, you talk about hot.
Because Mama will protest. That cheese will melt on that chicken. We had something similar to this the other day. I'm gonna fold it over just like that to keep it warm. For Mamacita. Thank you for warming my chips. The rice is done, chicken's done. We're ready to eat, folks. Look at here, look at here. Now this is just chicken with a little bit of lemon pepper on it. Cooked chicken. What was that all about?
It had that film over top of it.
That's dangerous.
Heat in there.
Mama stirred the refried beans and they come to life. So this is just nachos and chicken, y'all see? Come around here. This is hot chips with hot chicken. And on goes the cheese. Just like that. This is just like downtown, folks. This is what you get when you go to those wonderful restaurants and they bring you all that wonderful melted cheesy goodness on there. I could put that back in the microwave, but I ain't gonna. Now I'm getting a whole new fresh spoon. Here it is. And I'm gonna use this for my black beans. Why black beans? It just adds a little bit more protein. And it's good. I like it. You want some black beans on yours, Mom?
No.
And Mama don't eat it, so. Do you ever eat black beans? I don't remember.
No.
No?
You drink rice?
Yes, ma'am. So little rice. This is just minute rice, 90-second rice, whatever you call it. Little rice. A little refried beans. And these are just straight out of the can. Something other beans. And these are straight out of the can. Because Mama's done committed to the fact that she's going to have chili. And I've been asking for chili. But Mama really wasn't wanting chili the other day. Now today she's saying, you just doing it for me or you wanting some?
I will eat chili.
We like the refried beans out of the can. nothing wrong with it. I just made refried beans not for lunch.
Yeah.
Mama, what if there was some of my homemade refried beans in there and you were making a can?
I think you ate them, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
This is where you get them at the store, at the restaurant, the big store. Now I'm wanting a little lettuce, just like this. And I'm going to put a little bit of this wonderful, wonderful salsa right there on my lettuce. Mama, you want lettuce?
No.
That was a quick answer, Mama. Like you was afraid I was going to give you some anyway.
No.
So then I'm going to put a little bit of sour cream up here on top of my nachos.
Mm.
Then, of course, I'm going to have some of this wonderful salsa. Just drizzle it right over top.
I'll take a little salsa right on that spot.
Okay, Mom. And black olives. Coming in for the finish.
Am I going to have to give you another plate?
Oh, Mama, that hurt. That hurt, Mama. Goodness gracious. That's like my granny used to say. Do you need a plate with sideboards? I didn't know what a sideboard was.
You do now, though, don't you?
I do now after I got out of the trauma of it all. Mom, I want to show you. I'm not to the edge. I got chips to the edge, but let me. Oh, Mama don't really like food up on the edge of your plate, but see, it's lettuce up to the edge and rice. Ain't much on that plate. Yeah, there is. It's full. Okay, folks, that's like downtown. That's chicken nachos with cheese. In the chicken's under there, you really ain't easy to see. A little bit of sour cream, black olives. And that is some rice, 90-minute rice. That's some refried beans with cheese. And there's a little salad with lettuce and salsa. Wonderfulness, wonderfulness. Let's bless it, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the precious hands that prepared it. Dear Lord, we just ask you to nourish our bodies with it, dear Lord. And we really thank you for the privilege of being able to shop and buy and get products, dear Lord. We really do thank you for that. Lord, we pray for each and every person out there watching, each and every prayer request, those spoken and unspoken. Put a hedge of protection on each and every one of us, dear Lord. Be with us in all that we do. In your wonderful, precious name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, that's it today. I hope you like this mess. I hope you make you some fresh salsa. You can freeze this salsa. You could probably can it if you heated it. I don't know about all that. I don't never keep it long enough. I will eat this week. It'll be gone. Mama will eat this salsa. I had no jalapenos, nothing hot. If I want hot, I'll get a jar of jalapenos, and I've got one, and I'll put them on top of mine. I probably will. But we try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, Mama?
That's good. You cut that in half.
I will. And did you taste your salsa?
Yes, it's good. It ain't hot.
It ain't hot, is it, Mama?
Mm-mm.
Is it tasty?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
You're welcome. And what about your chicken? This could be an early Cinco de Mayo dinner.
I never thought of it. Good.
So if you're going to do Cinco de Mayo, right here says quick, easy, lunch, dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it.
That's Friday, isn't it?
Breakfast. Yes, ma'am, the 5th. Tomorrow's the 1st. All right, folks, that's it. I'm going to try a piece of my nacho chicken here. Nacho chicken and that wonderful salsa. That's just like downtown.
Just like downtown.
Look at this. Loading that sauce up on that chicken burrito. Or chicken quesadilla, whatever you call that. Because it's good, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
It's not too hot. Very tasty. She'll eat a few chips in a minute. We want some of these chips?
Not right now.
She's good to go. Alright, folks, the only thing I'm missing is some, sweet tea. And I'm going to go get us some of that. And we're going to eat and enjoy the Sunday evening. Mama, anything you want to add?
No. Have a wonderful day today.
Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Find you something good to eat and make you some memories. That's all that matters. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy yourselves.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you. Bye-bye.